Guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Top Line. It's your boy Chris, and well, ladies and gentlemen, Micah. Michael Parsons gets called out by former Dallas Cowboy player, wide receiver, and said some things, man, that it goes deep though, because he said Michael Parsons is selfish. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of rocking with it, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because he said, for one, Michael Parsons got all the ability, all the size, all the skills, but he do not want to put in the work. The film study of Ray Lewis, Fred Warner, Ed Reed, those guys, Bobby Wagner, these guys that, because he don't want to play the linebacker position, he want to just line up, go get the quarterback. He don't want to do the other things to make a great player great. Like, he want to be great off just his natural ability. He don't want to do the extra work. And so I'm like, wow. Michael Parsons, I didn't really, I was a fan of him rushing every down. Just because it looks like that's his best suit, and the Cowboys need a pass rush. So I'm like, yo, he should just rush every down. I'm rethinking that. But now, after listening to him, I'm like, wait, he might have a point. Maybe we don't want Michael rushing every down if he don't want to do that work. That's a lot. Let's be honest. It's a lot to be a linebacker and a pass rusher, because now you got to know your keys, your cues. You got to read defense. I mean, you got to read your cues. You got to see, you got to be able to diagnose a play, know which holes to get in. So that's a lot. Now, but you know what I find interesting? I'm doing my research. I don't know if y'all think I just turn on the camera and start rambling. No, I go to do my research, and I come across this article, ladies and gentlemen. This one right here was scathing. This one was from the Baltimore Ravens Pro Bowl cornerback, Marlon Humphrey. Marlon, and this was, let me not make this sound like it was recent, though. This was, September this year, around the start of this season. He revealed Wednesday on his podcast, which was on the 22nd, blah, 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 Punchline with Marlon, he did not think Dallas Cowboy linebacker Michael Parsons was going to have a successful NFL career. When I first met Micah, I thought he was going to be trash. I'm not going to lie. I met him at a camp, and I was just like, this dude complaining a lot. He seems lazy. Bro, why did Michael Parsons seem lazy in Humphrey's eyes? Because he said he didn't like to run. He said, bro, I don't really do that running, bro. Running ain't for me. Humphrey said, imitating Parsons' attitude at the camp. Now, remind you, that's coming into this season. That's not a workout type thing. That's coming into this season. He said, then I was like, yeah, that guy got a long way coming. He's going to struggle in this league. What did that tell you? But then I go back, I'm like, but I don't see that in Michael Parsons. And I think, wait. Why do Michael Parsons always tail off towards the end of the year? Watch every game you watch Michael Parsons towards the end of the game, and like he's searching for some oxygen. I think Michael Parsons is, don't let me do it. He might be the Russell Westbrook of the NBA, dog. Of the NFL. What I mean by that, his natural ability is enough to make him good, enough to make him great. But you got to be able to evolve above that. You got to be able to, all right, cool. Now again, this is from now, honestly, the wide receiver, Jesse Holley, I take that, and I'm like, dang, he's right. But to see another defensive player of a Pro Bowl caliber saying, yeah, dog, he ain't got the work ethic, dog. Like, he don't want to run, he don't want to do nothing. He said running ain't my thing. And then you start to look at it, and I go back to this point, and this is how I go back. I'm like, dang, I missed the cue, because I remember watching, and the missus watched it with me. When Michael Parsons, remember when they did Hard Knocks in Dallas Cowboys, and Michael wanted to get in the game, and the coach was like, nah, man, you ain't, bro, it's over. And he literally tells the coach, if I don't get in the game, I ain't practicing this week then. First of all, who the hell are you to tell a coach, young man, I think year one, rookie year, that you ain't practicing? Now, these things are starting to fester that you may go back, ooh, okay, that looks a little different now. When you go back and you look at certain things, and Holley made a interesting point. He said Michael Parsons only cares about Michael Parsons. Michael Parsons want to do what's best for Michael Parsons, and if that makes the team great, so be it. But he initially want to get his. Now I can't go too deep into that because you got some people say, well, I don't know if you're a selfish player. Look how he defended Dak Prescott. Yeah, but when you look and you hear these things from people, now I'm gonna be honest. I stand on this. I put a little bit more on Marlon Humphrey saying this because you're talking about someone who puts the work, someone who's a Pro Bowl corner in this league, someone that, hey, one game away from a chip. All right. Hopefully he's good to go. But is and for someone, but that's not. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna end this video. I'm gonna make this last point. That's not the Michael Parsons that came into the NFL though. That's not the Michael Parsons that was in college. Unless I missed him. I didn't study him that much in college. I know he did miss that one season with everything that was going on, blah, blah, blah with the world, right? But the guy is starting to feel like you take a player, you put that star on him, have him think he's the next best thing since sliced bread. As a Dallas Cowboy, he get all the attention, all the pub, all this, all that. Start the fire off on media. I've never heard come there and take accountability. And now he's telling he don't want to do this, he don't want to do that, to other guys who's done it. Marlon Humphrey has done it. Now, he didn't say this directly to Marlon Humphrey. He said that to come out with that running blah, 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 according to Humphrey. But that tells you one thing, that can't be what? What can that person never be in the Dallas Cowboy locker room? A leader. Michael Parsons can never be a leader if he don't want to do the work. See, this leader thing is easy. Everyone think because a player is great, they're a leader. If you ask anybody, I say the leader of that defense is Michael Parsons. Well, how in the hell can your leader be the same guy that don't want to run, that don't want to work out, that don't want to film study, that don't want to learn position, do not want to do what's best for the team, but in essence, do what's best for himself. Wow. And then you go back and you say, damn, okay. Now, then I start making you question other things. Oh, so we see it in the cues. You don't want to take account. You don't want to do that. Oh, when you mess up, you want to talk about everybody else, but you don't want to talk about yourself. You want to just talk about how your defense got embarrassed. You don't want to come up and take accountability. You want to disappear. You got every right to disappear from whatever. But my thing is, if you're going to shut up now when your team lose, please shut up when they're winning. Just saying, man. And look, I'm a fan. I'm not going to not be a fan of Michael Parsons. And maybe it's immaturity. Maybe he got to take that next step mentally. But right now, he's looking like the shiny, bright. He looking like he looking like he's starting to look like a Cuban zirconium. No, the moissanite diamond. Whatever those diamonds is, they look real. They may even pass the test. But when you look at them, they ain't really that. I don't know, man. We'll see. But let me know down in the comments what you guys think. This has been the Marlon Humphrey thing is the one that really surprised me. The Marlon Humphrey things really surprised me. So, but we'll see, man. With that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, you guys be great, man.